It's, of course, such a joy and a pleasure and a thrill to spend time with model, agent, founder, activist, the icon, the legendary Ms. Bethann Hardison.
How does the title Invisible Beauty reflect your experience in the industry and the message of the films?
Of the film, yeah. Invisible Beauty, why I came up with that name, and they tried to get me to change it. The new team, my producer and I was never going to change that name. It could be for anything. It could be for skateboarders. I didn't care. I just thought to myself, it's such a great title, and I'm never changing it because I'm still talking about the same thing. Something like The Invisible Man from when I was a young kid reading that book. It was just something that sometimes things just are not in the eye of others. They don't appreciate it because it's not in their eye. I don't know why, but it just seemed like a good idea at the time. And that title came up easily 15 years ago.
So, Bethann, I was amazed to hear you say that you didn't think that you had a story to tell until you saw it unfold on the big screen. So, can I ask you then, what was the catalyst for creating this?
Because of the CFD award, I was being given the award, and the young director, who they usually do 3-minute little pieces of film before the honoree, and the producer of the CFD award quit, and they had found Frederick Chang on the line because he'd done Dior and I. So he decided he was going to do, he would do the 3-minute short. That we became connected, and when becoming connected, he knew about this project I was working on that never came to pass. And eventually, when I couldn't figure out what to do about Invisible Beauty as the expose, I knew it had to be done, and I just listened to those outside voices. And they weren't people who were necessarily close to me, they were people who knew of me. And so I told this to Frederick, and Frederick said, I always thought this film should be about you, because he had done a film on Mrs. Breland, The Eye Has to Travel, and he always wished that I'm like Mrs. Breland, but at least I'm alive. So he actually asked me to co-direct it with him, and that to me made sense because I was basically doing that anyway with the other project. But I still didn't really believe I had a story. I mean, okay, let's see how it goes. He's talented, we can maybe make something happen. It's when he sent me the 4 hours that he had gotten it down to from 7. And I watched those 4 hours, that's when I knew, yeah, this is good.
And Bethann, what next for you?
I gotta finish the book, which is something I must do. There's a couple other things that I'm trying to wait to announce. But I think really...
You're gonna get an exclusive.
Yeah, we're gonna get exclusive. The exclusive is I have something else. You heard it first. She is gonna announce soon. And I think I'm just trying to figure out how to manage my country and the leaders right now. You know, that's something it's gonna affect. I always said it's gonna affect the world, and it's affecting the world.